Hello, my name is Isia Zun Nurani. NPM 23,411,066. Class Management 23X. I will explain the learning material about health and safety in the workplace. Health and safety in the workplace. Introduction. Workplace health and safety is a multidisciplinary field concerned with the prevention of injuries, illnesses, and fatalities in the work environment. It plays a crucial role in safeguarding the well-being of employees, visitors, and even the community in certain industries. A proactive health and safety culture can reduce operational risks, prevent legal liabilities, and foster employee morale and trust. As the nature of work evolves, driven by technological advancements, globalization, and the rise of remote work, it becomes even more important for employers to continuously assess and improve their occupational health and safety strategies. A safe and healthy workplace isn't just a legal obligation, it's a strategic asset for sustainable business growth. 2. Definition of occupational health and safety, OHS. Occupational health and safety, OHS, refers to the science and practice of protecting people in the workplace from potential hazards that may lead to injury or illness. According to the International Labour Organization, ILO, it encompasses the promotion and maintenance of the highest degree of physical, mental, and social well-being of workers in all occupations. Occupational health is concerned with ensuring that workplace conditions do not adversely affect workers' physical or mental health. This includes everything from noise levels and air quality to stress management and access to health services. Occupational safety involves identifying and mitigating risks that could cause accidents, including slips, trips, falls, electrical hazards, and machinery-related injuries. A comprehensive OHS system integrates these aspects into all levels of organizational operations, from policy making to frontline supervision. 3. Objectives and benefits of OHS. The goals of implementing robust OHS programs include preventing workplace accidents and illnesses. By identifying hazards early and applying controls, employers can significantly reduce the number and severity of incidents. Ensuring compliance with legal and regulatory standards. Governments enforce OHS laws through inspections, audits, and penalties. Compliance avoids lawsuits and fines. Promoting employee morale and retention. When employees feel safe and cared for, they are more likely to remain committed, engaged, and productive. Reducing business disruptions and costs. Accidents result in lost time, damaged equipment, increased insurance premiums, and sometimes reputational damage. Improving public and investor perception. A company known for high OHS standards attracts better talent, investors, and customers. 4. Key elements of a healthy and safe workplace. Clear OHS policies and management commitment. A well-written health and safety policy communicates the organization's intentions, expectations, and procedures. Senior management must not only endorse these policies but also demonstrate visible commitment through actions, resources, and accountability mechanisms. Comprehensive risk assessment and hazard identification. Employers must systematically identify all potential hazards, evaluate the likelihood and severity of harm, and implement controls such as engineering solutions, administrative changes, and PPE. Risk assessments should be reviewed periodically, especially when introducing new equipment or processes. Regular employee training and development. Workers should receive safety orientation at the start of employment and continuous training throughout their tenure. This includes emergency procedures, proper equipment use, hazard recognition, first aid, and reporting unsafe conditions. Ergonomics and workplace design. Workstations and equipment must be adapted to the physical capabilities of the worker. Poor ergonomics can cause musculoskeletal disorders, fatigue, and chronic pain. Employers should encourage proper posture, allow for movement, and provide ergonomic furniture and tools. Incident reporting and investigation systems. A no-blame culture should be fostered where workers feel safe reporting hazards or near misses. Every incident, regardless of severity, should be investigated to uncover root causes and prevent recurrence. Mental health support and work-life balance. Mental well-being is just as important as physical safety. Employers should provide access to counseling, flexible scheduling, stress management programs, and promote respectful, inclusive workplace relationships. 5. Common workplace hazards. Understanding the types of hazards is essential in designing control strategies. Physical hazards. These include noise, radiation, extreme temperatures, vibration, confined spaces, and exposure to unguarded machinery. Physical hazards are common in construction, manufacturing, and mining sectors. Chemical hazards. Exposure to acids, solvents, pesticides, fumes, and dust can result in acute or chronic illnesses. Proper labeling, ventilation, and protective gear are essential to reduce exposure. Biological hazards. Healthcare workers, laboratory staff, and those in agriculture may face risks from bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. Vaccinations and hygiene protocols are key preventive measures. Ergonomic hazards. Poor lifting techniques, repetitive movements, and awkward positions can cause back pain, carpal tunnel syndrome, and long-term disability. Redesigning tasks and promoting microbreaks can mitigate these issues. Psychosocial hazards. High workloads, poor communication, bullying, lack of autonomy, and unclear job roles can lead to burnout, anxiety, and depression. Leadership support and a positive workplace culture are critical here. 6. Health and safety regulations and standards. To ensure consistent safety practices, various laws and standards apply. Indonesia's legal framework. Law No. 1 of 1970 on occupational safety outlines the employer's obligation to protect workers. Law No. 13 of 2003 on manpower mandates labor rights, including health and safety. Ministerial Regulation No. 5 2018 regulates OS management in workplaces. Global standards. ISO 45001-2018 sets requirements for an occupational health and safety management system, OHSMS, helping organizations proactively improve safety performance. ILO OSH 2001 guidelines offer a framework for developing a national or organizational OS policy and strategy. Organizations are encouraged to implement internal audits, certifications, and compliance reviews to ensure alignment with these frameworks. 7. Effective implementation strategies. Leadership engagement. Senior executives must model safety behaviors, allocate budgets, and participate in safety reviews. Employee involvement and ownership. Safety committees, feedback systems, and participatory training empower workers to take responsibility for their own safety and that of their colleagues. Data-driven decision-making. Use incident reports, near-miss data, and health metrics to identify trends and focus improvements. Emergency preparedness. Develop clear evacuation plans, fire response protocols, and conduct regular drills involving all employees. Continuous improvement cycle. Plan, do, check, act. OS programs should be dynamic and evolve with technological, environmental, and organizational changes. 8. Employee responsibilities in safety management. Employees play a key role in upholding safety standards. Adhere to all safety policies and procedures without exception. Use the correct PPE for each task and report damaged gear immediately. Alert supervisors to unsafe conditions or incidents. Follow instructions and warning signs. Encourage a culture of mutual care and vigilance. When employees are involved in decision-making and receive proper support, they become proactive safety champions. 9. The role of technology in enhancing safety. Technological innovations are transforming the way organizations approach safety. Smart sensors detect gas leaks, temperature fluctuations, or motion near dangerous zones. Drones inspect high-risk or inaccessible areas. Wearable devices monitor workers' vital signs or exposure to hazards in real time. VR training provides immersive simulations for emergency response or hazard recognition. Mobile apps simplify incident reporting, inspections, and communication. These tools not only improve monitoring but also reduce the risk of human error. 10. Challenges and solutions in maintaining safety. Challenges. Complacency due to absence of recent incidents. Lack of awareness or resistance to change. Limited budgets, especially in small businesses. Language or cultural barriers in diverse workplaces. Solutions. Reinforce the value of safety through storytelling and real-life examples. Provide multilingual training and culturally appropriate materials. Invest in cost-effective solutions like visual safety signs and peer mentoring. Celebrate safety milestones and reward positive behavior. 11. Case studies and statistical evidence. ILO, 2020, over 2.3 million people die annually from work-related causes worldwide. Approximately 6,300 deaths per day. Indonesia Ministry of Manpower, 2023, reported over 100,000 work accidents, many in the construction and manufacturing sectors. ISO Survey, 2021, companies implementing ISO 45001 standards saw a 30% drop in lost time injuries within the first 2 years. These figures highlight the importance of robust and enforced safety practices, especially in high-risk industries. Special considerations in remote work environments. With the rise of hybrid and remote working arrangements, the concept of workplace health and safety must evolve beyond the traditional physical office. Employers have a duty of care to ensure that remote workers are not exposed to preventable risks. Key issues. Ergonomics at home. Employees may not have access to ergonomic chairs, adjustable desks, or proper lighting at home. Prolonged work in non-ergonomic setups can lead to eye strain, back pain, and repetitive strain injuries. Work-life balance. Blurring lines between work and personal life can result in burnout, sleep disorders, or anxiety. Social isolation. Lack of peer interaction and team bonding may impact mental health and productivity. Best practices. Provide ergonomic assessments and offer allowances or equipment for home office setups. Implement mental health check-ins and virtual team building sessions. Encourage scheduled breaks, flexible hours, and boundaries between work and personal time. 14. Safety in high-risk industries. Each industry presents unique hazards that require tailored safety solutions. Below are examples of how safety practices differ across fields. A. Construction. High fatality rates due to falls, heavy machinery, electrocution, and structural collapses. Use of PPE, helmets, gloves, steel-toed boots, is critical. Scaffold safety, fall protection systems, and regular on-site inspections are mandatory. B. Healthcare. Exposure to infectious diseases, HIV, COVID-19, hepatitis, radiation, and stress. Importance of hand hygiene, PPE, needle disposal, and vaccination. Shift work and emotional labor increase mental health risks. C. Manufacturing. Risks include mechanical injuries, noise exposure, chemical spills, and repetitive motion disorders. Lockout, tagout systems, machine guarding, and hazard communication training are essential. Each industry must develop its own standard operating procedures, SOPs, based on risk assessments and regulatory guidelines. Psychological safety and inclusive workplaces. Psychological safety refers to a work environment where individuals feel comfortable expressing opinions, taking risks, and admitting mistakes without fear of ridicule or retaliation. Importance. Enhances team innovation and problem solving. Reduces stress and turnover, especially among marginalized groups. Fosters diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, in the workplace. How to build it. Leaders must model empathy and transparency. Encourage feedback through anonymous channels. Address workplace bullying, harassment, and microaggressions seriously and promptly. Harvard Business Review has emphasized that psychological safety is one of the strongest predictors of high-performing teams. Edmondson, 1999. HBR, 2019. 16. Worker involvement in health and safety programs. A top-down approach alone is insufficient. Actively involving employees in safety efforts ensures that strategies are grounded in real-world conditions. Methods of engagement. Safety committees that include employee representatives. Suggestion systems for reporting hazards and improvements. Peer-led training sessions and safety champions. Benefits. Improves hazard awareness. Builds a shared sense of responsibility. Generates practical solutions based on first-hand experience. This participatory approach is also supported in the ILO's OSH Management System Guidelines, which stress collaboration across all levels of the organization. Employee participation in safety training. Safety suggestions implemented. Data-driven OS practices improve accountability and decision-making.